afternoon, everyone. You are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there was probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime that you've been arrested for. As you appear before me, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You were either arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed on you. You're entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You are also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded. There is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say, and anything you say about the facts of your case can be used against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
No.
All right, put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward. Alice Cat or Kate. Can I have your date of birth?
August 17, 1960.
Okay, you are here today for an aggravated assault and a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. Is there any history?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudication withheld in 2016 for battery, and a adjudication withheld in 2016 for resist without violence.
Okay. All right. I have an address for you on Herring Hole in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
About 4 months.
All right. Do you have a job?
No.
All right. All right, I need to order that you have no contact with Stephen Cat. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Don't call, don't write, don't email. Do not go within 500 feet of wherever he's living, his employment, his school, his vehicle. No social media contact with him at all. And I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case he needs to file any civil paperwork against you. If you do have any contact with Stephen whatsoever, you can be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to set your bond at $500 per count. We'll see you back to court March 3rd at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Christina Iglesias? Can I have your date of birth?
11/16/92.
Okay, you are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on January 31st. He wants you to have no bond until you appear back in front of him on February 26th at 1:30. Do you want me to appoint you the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint you a public defender. We'll see you back in court February 26th, okay?
Thank you.
Nancy Brunel. Can I have your date of birth?
6/15/61.
Okay. You are here today for a stalking charge. There's probable cause for your arrest. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman on February 6th. Is there any history?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, I do. I also have a court case on him that I have
Okay.
that I filed in Hernando court.
Okay, I don't need to hear about that today. Is there any way that you would want to, do you have an offer for her?
No, Your Honor. I'd have to speak to. No, I'd have to speak to the victim.
Okay.
All of that.
Would you want to resolve it today, Ms. Brunel? Or would you want to come back to court another day with a public defender?
How could I resolve it today, Your Honor?
Okay, if you'd like to resolve it today, I've just placed you on probation for 6 months. And as condition of probation, you would just have to pay your fines and court costs. I would have you do just an anger management class, and you would be done.
How much would the fines be, Your Honor?
The fines and court costs on this case, are they $550? Do you know, Madam Clerk?
I'm not sure.
I believe it's $550.
Okay, I'm also with Robert Blackman, Your Honor. He's legally blind and he's hard of hearing.
I just asked you what you want to do with your case, okay?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm very distraught.
Okay, that's okay. What we can do is I'll let you talk to a public defender. You can come back to court another day. Is that okay?
I'd rather do it today.
Okay.
So if I talk to a public defender, Your Honor, I'd have to come back into court for another day?
Yes.
And would I still have to pay the court cost?
Not until you resolve your case. If at some point you resolve your case and you want to enter into a plea that involves court costs, then you would have to pay them at another time. You don't have to take this plea today. It was just something that I wanted to give you the offer to do because you have no prior record.
So in other words, I have to pay the court cost, Your Honor, either way, whether I wait to do it or whether I do it now, right?
Well, yes, but if you talk to a lawyer and you decide to schedule it for trial, that's another option that you have. You could go to trial at another time.
No, I think I'll just do it today, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, the state is objecting Marcy's law.
Now, do you have anger management courses at the courthouse?
Okay, Ms. Burnell, hold on 1 second. I can't hear two people at a time. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry, Your Honor. The state's objecting to a plea in this case due to Marcy's law. The victim should have the opportunity to be heard if a plea is being taken. We don't have the facts or anything like that to be able to.
I mean, we do.
I don't have the facts, and I haven't gotten to speak to the victim in a case, and I respectfully think it's.
But the victim was notified of this hearing today.
I mean, if the victim knows that person was arrested now and has a first appearance, but
he was notified.
It's like a battery, taking an offer of a battery at first appearance.
Which we do.
Without the victim being heard.
Well, the victim has the opportunity to be heard. The victim knew that we had first appearance today. They're given that information. They're given the opportunity to be here. And, quite frankly, this is a misdemeanor case with no prior record. And we got this paperwork earlier today at 10 o'clock, and the state attorney's office, anytime between 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock, could have called and talked to the victim. And I assume you didn't take the opportunity to do that.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. All right, what is this guy?
So in other words, my two options are taking this plea, Your Honor, or going to trial with an attorney?
Okay, well, you have an option of taking the plea today. If you want to take the plea today, you can. I would place you on probation. As a condition of probation, you're going to take anger management, you're going to pay your fines and court costs, and you're not going to have any contact with Jose Alvarenga. Okay? So I'll place you on probation to do that. If that's not what you want to do, which is fine, you can talk to a public defender about it first, and he can tell you, get more information. You can go over the discovery. He can tell you whether it's something that would do better at trial, whether there's any motions you'd like to run. You can go about it that route. And then if you guys decide to set it for trial, we can have a trial down the road.
Right. Right.
So, but you can, if you don't want to resolve your case today, you don't have to. You would still be getting out of jail today.
I think I'll just resolve it today.
Okay. All right.
Because either way, I'd still be getting out today, but then I'd have to go through a trial.
Well, I mean, okay, you don't have to, but you can just at least talk to a public defender about the pros and cons of taking the plea and what would happen if you were placed on probation.
So even if I did that, I could still get out today?
You're going to get out today. Yeah, you're going to get out today either way.
I don't know what to do.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll help you out. If you're not absolutely sure, then I'm not comfortable taking the plea anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and ROR you right now and let you out of jail and just tell you that you're not to have any contact with Jose Alvarenga, okay? And we'll see you back here on March 6th. I'll appoint the public defender's office, make an appointment to see the public defender, and you can talk to him more about that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Cameron Smothers.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
10/14/98.
You were here today for a domestic battery. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. Any prior record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I have an address for you on Greystone Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
3-4 years.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yeah, I do if I get out tonight.
What kind of work do you do?
Lawn care, trees, and everything, all of the above.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Hannah Class. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not go 500 feet within her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media or technological contact with her whatsoever. If you have any contact with her while this case is pending, then you can be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand?
Yes.
I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Hannah wants to file any civil paperwork against you. I will give you a bond of $500, and we'll see you back to court on March 6th at 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you so much.
Mark P. Taylor.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
9985.
You were here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on January 30th, so there's probable cause for your arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
He wants you held no bond until you appear in front of him on February 26th at 1:30. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender, and we'll see you back to court then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Andrew Smith. Hi, can I have your date of birth?
12778.
You were here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt on January 29th. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, and he wants you held no bond until you appear in front of him on March 3rd at 9 o'clock. We'll see you back to court then.
Okay.
Sean Crown. Can I have your date of birth?
8/13/73.
You are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on January 31st. So there's probable cause for your arrest, and he wants you held no bond until you appear in front of him on February 26th at 1:30. Do you want the public defender?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to reach out to you before February 26th, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks. Robert Blackman. All right,
July 11th, 1947.
Okay, Mr. Blackman, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. You are here today for a charge of aggravated stalking. Your bond amount is $10,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Your Honor, may I say something first, please?
I wouldn't say anything about the facts of your case, okay? I don't know if you had the hearing device on at the beginning, but these hearings are recorded. They're writing down everything that you say, so anything you say about the facts of your case, they can use against you, so I wouldn't say anything about that. I just want to know whether you want me to appoint a lawyer to represent you.
No, but I do have a court case with him, and
Okay, I don't need to know any. Listen, I don't need to know anything about the history of the three of you. I already know from civil court a lot, but all I want to know is whether you want me to appoint a lawyer to represent you. That's all. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Any history?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I have an address for you on Ceylon Drive in Spring Hill. How long have you lived there?
Just about a month.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hernando County?
For 48 years.
Okay. Do you have a job? Any type of employment?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Jose, okay? Don't have any contact with him while this case is pending, that Jose Alvarenga. Okay, if you do have any contact with him, you're going to violate my order and they're going to throw you right back in jail. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Set your bond for $100. We'll see you back to court March 3rd at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right. Eric Pepper. Are you Eric Pepper?
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
your date of birth, please?
7/26/74.
All right. It looks like you have some stuff going on out of Michigan. Michigan is saying that they might have a warrant for your arrest, and they are asking us to hold you and potentially get you extradited to Michigan. So you have a choice to make today. Your first choice is that you can choose to have an extradition hearing. If you would like to have that hearing, we will set that hearing about up to 60 days out. At that hearing, if Michigan can show that they have a valid warrant for your arrest and that you are the correct subject of that warrant, then they will be able to take you into their custody at that time. Your second option is that you can waive the right to that extradition hearing, and you can put Michigan on the clock right now and give them 15 days to decide whether to come and get you.
I would like to put them on the clock, Your Honor.
All right, then I need you to sign that piece of paper that they're giving you right now.
So I would like to waive my rights.
Okay, you're going to waive their extradition hearing. We'll put Michigan on the clock right now.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Tom Christ.
Morning.
Hi, can I have your date of birth?
August 3rd, 1972.
All right, you are here today for a violation of probation. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, I was wondering, is there any way to settle today?
No, we're not going to be able to take care of it today. It's a, it's supposed to say misdemeanor. Is it a felony?
Yeah. No, misdemeanor.
Hold on a second. Oh, okay, that's what it is. They dropped it down to a misdemeanor. So started as a felony. So, why does it still have a DOC probation officer?
Because of, on a felony charge that's reduced to a
Oh, they
misdemeanor,
report
it does
to
still,
felony probation.
they are the
Depends on what court it came, not the charge.
Okay, so we don't even have a recommendation or anything right now.
no.
No, if there's a reinstatement.
Why do I have a Judge Toner court date on it then?
Because it would go back to Judge.
It should go back to the sentencing judge.
Okay. So they put misdemeanor on here, but it should really be, all right. Okay. What else, did you say you wanted the public defender?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint your public defender, and we'll see you back to court on February 26th. It's only about 20 days away in front of Judge Hitzman at 1:30, and I'll appoint the public defender's office. Someone will be out there to talk to you soon, and if there's any way to get you back in front of Judge Toner sooner, we'll do that, okay?
Yeah, I'd like to, because I'm gainfully employed at this point, not just, trying to figure it out.
Okay. Well, the public defender's office is here. They'll make a note of that and see if there's any way to resolve it earlier.
Thank you much.
All right, thanks. All right. Philip Norton.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
April 4th, 4/25/75.
Okay, April 25th, 75?
Yes,
Okay,
4/25/75, yes, ma'am. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, you are here today for a domestic battery. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office. I need to order that you have no contact with Kelly Norton. Of any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media, text messaging, or technological contact with her whatsoever. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Kelly needs to file any civil paperwork against you. And I have an address to you on Corolla Ave in Spring Hill. How long have you lived there?
3 years, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm an advanced setup mechanic for Bosch Pharmaceutical.
Okay. All right. Any history?
Just a dropped battery in 2018, and then a Tennessee 2009 domestic assault, 2 counts. Disposition says retired with cost. So
Disposition says what?
Disposition says retired with cost. So I don't. It looks like there's not really a disposition on there, but it looks like
Okay.
some sort of plea was taken.
Maybe, or a PTI type thing,
Yeah.
possibly.
All right. And you said the 2018 battery, was that out of state? Was that here?
That was here in Hernando County, Your Honor.
Okay. And do we know anything about that?
No, Your Honor. It was a dropped battery, and then there was also a cruelty towards child. I don't know any facts about it.
Okay, the victims now are listed as Leah Norton and Daniel Norton. Kelly Norton. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. We're going to see you back in court on March 6th at 9 o'clock, okay?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Craig Walker.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
1378.
All right, we have a driving under suspended driver's license, a grand theft auto, and a possession of paraphernalia. There's probable cause on each of these. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll make the public defender's office any history.
Yes, Your Honor. Just a moment. An adjudication for possession of controlled substance 2018 where a state prison sentence was imposed, a 2015 adjudication for a grand theft, a state prison sentence in 2013 for a grand theft, another charge of that grand theft in 2013, as well as a criminal mischief felony in 2013 adjudication, and then you have the driving history, Your Honor.
Okay, I have that as well.
A possession of cocaine adjudication in 2009. A Berg in 2003 adjudication where a state prison sentence was imposed. Adjudication for dealing in stolen property in 2002 where a state prison sentence was imposed, as well as a battery domestic violence. And some drug history like marijuana in 1997 adjudication.
Okay. I have an address for you on Sandusky Street in Brooksville. Is that where
Yes,
you
ma'am.
live? That's where you live? How long have you lived there?
Almost a year and a half.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What kind of work do you do?
Mechanic. Five-star transmission, man.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set your bonds at $5,000 each. For the misdemeanor case, you have a court date on March 6th at 9 o'clock. And for the felony case, it's March 3rd at 9 o'clock. And you should reach out to the public defender when you get a chance, okay?
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Semi-duted chicken? Date of birth?
January 8th, 2001.
All right. You are here today for a leaving the scene of accident with property damage, a DUI, possession of marijuana with the intent to sell, 3 counts of possession of controlled substance, and 1 count of possession of paraphernalia. There's 7 counts altogether. I found probable cause for all 7. And do you want the public defender? You said you were going to hire Michael Kinney, right?
Yes,
Did you hire him yet for your other
chance to
case?
call you.
Because you've been busy.
What was that?
You haven't hired him yet in your other case?
No ma'am, I'm supposed to see him today at 11 in the morning. I got arrested last night.
Yes, I know that. Okay. You were here in front of me on Monday for a lot of drug charges, and you bonded out. And
Yes, ma'am.
there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you were out on bond. That case number is 2020 CF 187. We're going to revoke your bond on that case. You'll be held in custody until you resolve that case. On this new case, you are entitled to bond. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 each, and we'll see you back to court on the same day your other case is set for, which is March 3rd at 9 o'clock, okay?
Your Honor, I have a question.
Sure.
So I can bond out for this case, but my bond is revoked for the last one?
Yes.
So would I get out or would I stay here?
Your bond is revoked. You cannot get out of jail.
Okay, so there's no point for bonding out for this case, right?
That sounds correct.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all.
Thank you. Joseph Thompson? Have your date of birth, sir?
February 1st, 1955.
You were here today for a failure to appear. It looks like it was for a no valid driver's license in front of Judge Hitzman on December 3rd. Is there any way to resolve this case today?
Your Honor, the offer would be 2 days time served. He had 1 day originally, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. If you want to resolve it today, you'll just get the 2 days that you already have in jail, and you would just have to make arrangements to pay fines and court costs. Would you like to do that?
I didn't hear what you said.
If you'd like to take care of this case today, you'd be sentenced to the 2 days that you have in jail, and you would have to just make arrangements to pay your fines and court costs.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to take care of it today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking care of this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial,
Yes, ma'am.
giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you? Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to this no valid driver's license in 2019 CT 3275, how do you plead complete no contest?
Guilty.
Okay, I'll accept your plea of guilty, find this freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, send you to 2 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You'll just have to make payment arrangements for the $450 in fines and court costs and the cost of incarceration. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.